What's up, good people? Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. IPOB has finally dealt with the UGM that have been troubling local government and communities in Anambra State. And we're going to be looking at that in a jiffy. Don't forget that there have been several warnings to this UGM to cease their fire and also to stop harassing the people of the Southeast. But they had refused severally, and we have seen over time what they have been doing, inflicting pains on the resident of the southeast. But this time around, IPOB has decided to take a very drastic move towards ending the activities of UGM, which has attracted a lot of applause from Nigerians nationally. We're going to be looking at what actually happened in Ihiala in Anambra State and what was the resultant effect of their clash between IPOB and UGM. We're going to be looking at that in a jiffy. But before we do that, if you've not subscribed, please do well hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, 5 persons were on Friday sent to the judgment throne during a confrontation with members of the indigenous people of Biafra at Ihiala, Anambra State. An eyewitness said that the IPOB operative carried the bodies of the UGM in a Hilux van and fired some gunshot in the air as they drove toward the Onitsha Owerri Expressway. The eyewitness said that the incident happened at Akwa village in Ihiala during a clash between IPOB and UGM. The UGM have a camp at a place called Akwa from where they have been terrorizing Ihiala, Okija, Uli, and other neighboring communities. According to the eyewitness, he said for some time now, the UGM have been disrupting burials and demanding to be settled before any ceremony is organized. They are also the ones that have been kidnapping people and snatching cars. On June 17, IPOB swapped on the UGM in their camp and 5 persons were taken out during the shootout. IPOB operative loaded their own bodies in a Hilux van and paraded them around the villages. Also on Friday, some persons suspected to be members of a Ibuagu clashed with UGM at Ihiala during a burial ceremony, although no life were lost. A source said due to the clash, the burial had to be cancelled and the corpse returned to the mortuary. The incident happened at the village called Umojiamaka in Akwa, and when the shooting began so much, the family returned the corpse to the mortuary. No new date has been fixed for the burial. Recently, in the same Ihiala, some hoodlums set ablaze a mansion close to Afo Afo Igwe Market in Ubahuekwem village for allegedly inviting the police after the man had paid the UGM to provide security for him during a ceremony in his compound. Also, the Anambra State Police Command confirmed the killing of one of the leaders of the UGM in Ihiala. The name of the killed UGM was given as Innocent Obieke alias Double Lion. The police said 3 other members of his gang were also neutralized. The state police public relations officer Tuchuku Ikenga, who confirmed these to our correspondent in Akwa, said that the command has reinforced security in the area and environs. Confirming the security development around Ihiala, Ikenga said that the Anambra State Police Command has reinforced Ihiala and its environs following a trending video of SUVs and Hilux vehicle carrying young men that were wielding arms to yet unidentified location. This is good news considering the fact that these UGM have caused a lot of mayhem in the southeast. The reason why most things are happening in the southeast is traceable to these people. They pretend to be in love with the people, but every time there is burial, wedding, you see them, they come in and do a lot of nonsense. And I feel that they are part of those who are enforcers of the, sit at home or something, because IPOB had come out severally to cancel it, that there is nothing like that. And I could still remember, I think in the last visit to Mazinam Kanu in DSS detention, he had warned them. He said they should desist from that, from what they are doing, or their end will come speedily. You know, that man always talk like a god. Whenever he talks, you see a lot of people react. Why? Because oftentimes his statement will end up being the truth. Imagine what happened to these UGM guys, and people are happy about it, because the truth is that they were using the opportunity to paint IPOB black and stopping investors from coming in. These guys are just common criminals. UGM, they were just common criminal. I was shocked to be seeing people celebrating them and all of that. Today may not be your own turn, but tomorrow you may make money and they'll start coming for you. Those guys were trying to, make Southeast to be a citadel of robbery, a play no-go area for Nigerians, a no-go area for anybody. Instead of them to do the right thing, they were busy troubling lives. We saw myriads of cases where people were taken out. Young people, some have just gotten married, some are just young businessmen. They were taken out just anyhow. Nobody cared about them. And it was quite discomforting for most residents of the Southeast. Most people even started relocating their business because of their existing. Businessmen can no more come in there. People no more buy cars. Fairly recently, I've heard one of the car operators, that's car sellers, he said they can no longer sell cars in the Southeast. And reason is because this UGM were going about snatching these cars. People no more care to drive good cars in the Southeast. Why? Because if they try to do it, they will see the rot of these UGM guys. Either they snatch the car and take out the person, or they snatch the car and leave you there, or whatever thing want to happen to you, they just leave you there. And that had been an issue of concern for the governors. For Anambra State governor was the worst hit. The guy just came on board. It has never been like that for other governors. At least they'll be given some rest of 6 months before things begin to go south. But the case of Anambra State governor, immediately Charles Soludo immediately came on board. The man started fighting insecurity, fighting criminals that he doesn't even know how they came about. He even had to say, okay, come for negotiation, even if it means for me to empower you people. I'll go ahead and empower you. There was even on ground a peace negotiation committee that he set up just to make sure that peace returned to Anambra State. They declined. All that they did was to continually harass people in the name of IPOB. Anytime they do all those nonsense, they say, release an IPOB leader, which is not true. They were only using that to satisfy their personal selfish gain and also to gain acceptability from the people. But after a while, IPOB looked at it and said, man, what is going on here? This is not us. This is a way of painting us black and, causing every negative finger or every finger to be pointing at their direction. They step up, and that is just it. It's quite an interesting news, and I feel that with this development, other UGM who are littered in other states, Enugu, Abia, Ebonyi, and the likes, Imo states, when hearing this kind of info, they will know that IPOB is up to trace them out wherever they are. That's where we like to leave it. Go to our comment section.